Scientists thought this might have been a message from an alien civilization. They called it LGM-1, short for Little Green Men. This is data from a radio telescope pointed at what we now know to be an astronomical object known as a pulsar. Now, they named it half joking, right? Like, they were pretty certain that it had a natural origin and that it likely wasn't aliens, but still, this data was weird and they had no idea what they were looking at the time. Jocelyn Bell Burnell, a grad student doing research in radio astronomy at Cambridge, was tasked with gathering data on quasars, the bright centers of galaxies caused by active black holes. And while attempting to learn more about them, she stumbled upon an entirely new astronomical object. There was this mysterious radio emission that came from a very particular point in the sky that peaked every 1.33 seconds with remarkable regularity. It wouldn't stop. This clearly wasn't a quasar nor any other known cosmic object. None of them gave off a signal nearly this uniform. It was so uniform, in fact, that Jocelyn's advisor thought that it must be some sort of man-made interference. But he was soon convinced that it was something far more mysterious when he actually visited Jocelyn in the observatory, seeing the pulses with his own eyes. So the two of them just decided to keep track of this object, but before long, Jocelyn found several other pulsating objects at completely different points in the sky, pulsing at varying intervals. The Little Green Men thing was then thrown out. I mean, could there really be different alien civilizations on opposite sides of the galaxies sending very particular kinds of signals to an inconspicuous planet orbiting an average star? Unlikely? They were determined to be a new family of objects, a new kind of star, never seen before. It would be months after their findings were announced that physicists identified these objects as the rapidly rotating corpses of massive stars. Sounds like a death metal band. You see, when a star about 8 to 20 times the mass of the sun dies, it explodes gloriously, leaving behind an ultra-dense ball of neutrons. Due to the conservation of angular momentum, these neutron stars often rapidly rotate, generating a mind-crushing magnetic field that cause twin beams of radiation to be shot out from either end. What you're left with is something of a natural lighthouse, swinging bright beams into space at wicked speeds. So what was Jocelyn observing? She was looking at the spikes of brightness that come from one of the most exotic objects in the universe as it swung its ultra bright beams directly towards Earth time and time again. I'm sorry, that is so damn cool. These objects would come to be known as pulsars, and today we know of over 2,000 of them.